Water Elemental Dungeon Day. This is the team I've been using. It's reliable, but not super fast. Today, we're going to see some of the faster teams, what they have to offer, and what units they're comprised of. We're also going to potentially see some HP scaling units. I hope. I shouldn't say we're going to. I hope we'll see some HP scaling units, because that is one of the characteristics of this dungeon, is lots of HP. So HP scaling units are going to be very strong here. Let's see what we've got. Let's go. Actually, I want to see. No, not the cost. I want to see if we can see anything crazy here. Oh, I do see some crazies here. Does this do scaling, HP scaling? No, I don't see any HP scaling there. They just want all the multi-hits. This is something that I was hoping to... Everything is 6-starred. I'm surprised to see that they 6-starred all of these clockworks, but these are all continuous damage. Let's actually take a look at this before we see the fast ones. I didn't check to see how fast this was going. Is it even available to see how fast it's going to be? On the recent tab, or do they just calculate the time at the other? Oh my goodness. Yeah. So I think they wound up 6-starring them because they were not tanky enough. Maybe a couple of them were dying on the way to the boss. I'm surprised that they 6-starred all of them, but I feel like 6-starring things in this game in Element Fission is much easier than a lot of other games. Some games are really ridiculous to try to 6-star anything, but here it's like it's fairly easy. I've always felt like I'm doing like at least a 6-star a day, or I'm doing enough materials. If I'm farming for the materials to 6-star things, I can farm at least enough to 6-star one a day. Probably more than that though. I like how they have the fastest and the most attack power on the Wisp Catcher, so there's just 2 Wisp Catchers on the enemy side. That's wild. But we're going to see... Wow, this is super close, though. Super close. Gee. Yeah, that was almost a loss. Okay, that's kind of a wild... I've seen this team, though. Yeah, I was not expecting all of them to be 6-starred. Let's see the fastest ones. Let's see what they've got to offer. Does this guy do max HP scaling? Damage based on target's max HP. I have to build this. I have not built that yet, but this is going to be really nice there. What else? Well, let's go see. Let's go see. All of these are under a minute. I have to say everything 3 times or 5 times or 7 times. Lots of multi-hits. Defense breaks multi-hits. Beautiful. Gang fight. There's a lot of things that are built that people have been building specifically for these elemental dungeons that are kind of different than the way they would normally build their units. Look at all the damage. Jeez. I'm trying to remember which other water units are enemy HP scaling, because it has to be a water unit, it has to be enemy HP scaling. The water Popo Rider, I believe, has HP scaling. Let's see what else there is over here in the bestiary. Let's see. Attack modifier, target max HP. Not really too... Yeah, this one. Not really too much. Ooh. Target based on... damage based on target's max HP for the second skill. And this is the first skill. Not a whole lot. But the longer the game goes, the more they're going to have HP scaling units. So, let's check out this one. See, they got 2 different HP scaling units here. Very smart. They know what's up. They actually read the skill descriptions, or the unit the boss description. So you're telling me these people might have played a gacha game or 2 before? It's wild. I feel like I always have to force myself to read the descriptions. I'm like, okay, I can't just throw... Because if I could throw nonsense at a dungeon, I'm just going to throw nonsense at a dungeon. I'm like, okay, that's good. But Unless it's something that has to be farmed all the time. If it's something that has to be farmed all the time, look at that, 129k. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's the HP scaling damage. We're seeing a lot of similar stuff, though. You know what? I never changed the... Because I wasn't using Nat 5s. Because I didn't want to do videos like, oh, here's how to do it with Nat 5s. So I was just doing with 3 stars and 4 stars. But I really should actually put the Nat 5s into these things. Because we are already doing video. Like, I've already done my free-to-play friendly things. We should actually try to do faster runs so that we could specialize more units. Would make sense. Right. That's so polarizing, though, is like when you try to do something and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make it free to play friendly, where it's like here's things that are not rare units that you can just... Which one do we... Oh my god, this guy's got 3 twin blades? Jeez. 3 twin blades. We're seeing a lot of similar stuff, though. A lot of team-ups. There are 3 different team-up units on the battlefield. Not too shabby. They're clearing these waves fast. Yeah, that twin blade, I complained about him at first. Like I like him more than I did at the beginning. He's definitely better when he's... Oh, that's nice. He's definitely better when he's skilled up, for sure. But man, everyone that has the twin blade is like, no, I'm going to use him as much as I possibly can. Speaking of as much as I possibly can, this is kind of wild. Triple twin blades, water sharpshooter, and water ripper. So they're going to be able to get that immunity in case they need it for the boss. They are going to be able to get that immunity. But I mean, these are just teams that are working so fast, doing so much damage before anything can move that they're not really going to be getting to that point. All right, so they're going for the left unit first, and then the right one. So much. See, that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. I gotta build that thing, man. Put some crit damage on it. Yeah. Okay, so this is a little bit different. We are seeing some hog chefs in here. Let's see. Multi-hits, team-ups. So let's see when the hog chef moves. And then I'm assuming that this water popa rider is going to do a crazy amount of damage. But let's see when it attacks. So they're going for the left one first. Okay. This is just a twin blade video. Okay. And then finish it off with the popo butt. 146,000 damage. Where were we? Yeah, I think we're here. And we see the not Poseidon. Don't say Poseidon. We see the water sorcerer. Anything but Poseidon. Just say water Harry Potter. The dog was trying to get in my room. That's why I keep looking over to this side. The dog's like, it's dinner time. I want food. Either that or it's beans. One or the other. The same critique too. It's dinner time, I want food. Alright. I'm just learning that I need more twin blades. That's the takeaway from this. Do you have several twin blades? Clearly not enough twin blades. Just so many free turns. So many free turns. Man, still got a lot more. It's Twin Blades and Twin Blades and Twin Blades. Should we see all of... I feel like we don't need to see all of them. Let's see the different ones. The things that are like a little bit different. But I'm going to skip some of them. And then people are going to be angry. Why didn't you show my replay? I don't know. I just... this maybe not. Maybe they're not going to care. They're like, I don't even watch your videos, bro. What do I need to see that? I already know what team to use. Yeah, the big takeaway is, well, see, the water sorcerer also will give the boss turns here. So, well, maybe they have him set to not do the skill 3. Oh no, he's doing it. He's doing it. So what else is here? Yeah, let's do. You see the two. This one's not even. They're not even 6-starred here. So I want to see this first. But I'm surprised this one is not doing. Yeah, I'm surprised to see the engineer robot here. Let's... He's not even moving. He's not even taking a turn. He's probably on Mental Fortress gear. He's just not doing anything. He's not even getting a turn. Yep. He just exists. Everything else just carried him through the dungeon. All right. But this one, look at this. So this is 41 seconds, and it is 2 units that are not even 6-starred. It's just this is a Twin Blade Spotlight. That's what this is. Let's also see how fast some of these sharpshooters are. Because I do think that that's... we'll take a look at the gear on them as well. And those are the extra attacks from the Twin Blades. Look at that. 250,000 damage. 250,000 damage and speed crit damage attack. 225 crit damage. And then the crit damage buff on top of that. Speed crit damage attack. 220 crit damage. Let's see how fast. Plus 226 speed. Yikes. How fast is this? Plus 186. 176. Plus 176. Plus 207. Like, these things are not slow at all. Plus 194. Which, if they were slower, then the boss would... the copy would take a turn before, potentially. I don't know what the actual threshold is, though. But, yeah. What is... Let's take a look at this next one. So we got 3 left. 3 left. And then those water Twin Blades are just going to be slow because it doesn't really matter how fast they're going to get their speed boosted anyway. So they're going to be slow and just all damage. Just YOLO glass canyons? Glass canyons. Yep. Some of my favorite things to see in the national parks are the glass canyons. You know how I roll. And we got the clockwork. We got the clockwork there doing not much. Not much. A couple dots, and then there we go. That finished it off. I wonder if... I don't know if the luck comes into play on these. I assume that it doesn't. But I haven't actually tested to see if high luck teams have any impact on the drop rates. You know what I mean? The drop rates of the materials. And skill 2, 90k. But it's rough to try to... I mean, people do this. You can do this. I don't like to do this because I'm lazy. But re-gearing all of your units, because there are these saved presets. So you can re-gear everything as much as you want. And you don't have to really worry about, like, the gold situation is not an issue for re-gearing all of this. But, because it really does not take very much gold. But it's just... I suppose if you're doing it all day, if you're just going to farm this dungeon for 10 hours, then it makes sense to re-gear everything before you do it. But I just don't want to re-gear, like, have a unit designed for, like, built for one area of, like, maybe PvP, and then, okay, I'm going to redo it for this dungeon, and then got to keep remembering to switch, because I'm going to forget to switch gear all the time. That's just how I do. So... Actually, let's take a look again at some of the... Oh, no, that's the... We're back at recent. We're back at recent. Let's take a look at some of the 221. Attack or damage attack. Attack or damage attack. 238. I just want to see some of the gear on these things. This is actually not even fully skilled up. But I suppose if it's your second one, then 236... Yeah. And the crit rate matters if you don't have the sharpshooter, but if you do have the sharpshooter, you don't have to worry about the crit rate as much. We're probably going to see... No, we actually see 100% crit rate on this. Well, there you go. All these double... No, I clicked on the same one twice. Man, all these double twin blade teams. Triple twin blade teams. Oh my god, the dupes are real, guys. The dupes in this game. People are just building everything. All right, guys. Anyway, how are you getting the skill? Well, some of you are not getting the skill ups, but I'm assuming this is gonna be on crit damage. Yeah. Speaker damage accuracy. Let's take a look at some of the other ones. Not really seeing too many, but yeah, I'm probably gonna build this for this dungeon. For other stuff too, but he's going to be very useful in this dungeon because of the HP scaling and the boss that has a lot of HP. Anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you as always in the next one.